Dee, it's Miss Dean here. I hope you're all doing really well. I thought it'd be really nice if we all shared a story together. So I've got Tigger here with me and he's picked a book. Let's see what he's got. We have Mr. Strong, and you know how much I love the Mr. Men. So let's have a go at reading Mr. Strong and the Flood. Oh, I wonder what's going to happen. He looks like he's got his welly boots on, and we've even got a little sheep friend. Let's see. Okay. Mr. Strong is unbelievably strong. So strong that sometimes he forgets his own strength. Like the other day, it was raining. So Mr. Strong pulled on his Wellington boots. But he pulled too hard and his foot went right through the bottom of his boot. Oh dear, he's going to have to get some new ones, isn't he? Then he went out through his front door and opened his umbrella. But he pushed too hard and turned the umbrella inside out. Can we all open our umbrellas? So I'll have a go, but do it gently. Ready? Have you got your umbrella? Oh, I've got mine up. There we go. Click it into place. I'm ready. Don't do it too hard, not like Mr. Strong. So he tried to go back inside to get another umbrella. Mr. Strong gets through a lot of umbrellas. But when he turned the doorknob, it came off in his hand. Poor Mr. Strong was not having a good day. Oh dear, he's so strong. Fortunately, when you are as strong as Mr. Strong, you don't need a door to get inside your house. Do you know what he did? He picked up the corner of his house and slipped under the wall. Goodness me, how strong is he? Can lift the whole house up. Once he had fetched a new umbrella and opened it very carefully this time, and opened his door very carefully, he set off for his walk. Oh, he's looking very happy there, isn't he? Now, as you might remember, I mentioned that it was raining. What I did not tell you was that it had been raining for days and days and days. Nearly a whole week, non-stop. Goodness me, look at those black rain clouds. The river in the valley below Mr. Strong's house had burst its banks and was flooding the meadows. Mr. Strong walked down the lane beneath the dripping trees. Drip, drip, drip. Oh, I wonder what's going to happen. Is he going to get to the flood? It was not long before he met a very worried-looking Farmer Fields. "Good morning," said Mr. Strong. "What's the matter?" "It's my sheep," said Farmer Fields. "They're stuck in the meadow surrounded by water. I can't get them out." "Let's go and see," said Mr. Strong. "I might be able to help." Oh, can you guess what he might do? I wonder how he's going to help save the sheep. Poor Farmer Fields' sheep were indeed in trouble. And the bit of dry land left for them to stand on was getting smaller and smaller by the minute as the floodwater rose higher. Oh, they don't look very happy, do they? Goodness me, they're all huddled together to keep warm as well. Mr. Strong waded out to the little island in the middle of the meadow, and then he waded back carrying 2 sheep above his head. Oh, that's a nice word, isn't it? Waded. That means he's moving his feet through the water and it's really tricky. "Oh, well done," said Farmer Fields. "The only problem is that there are 98 sheep left out there and we'll run out of time before you've carried them all across." Goodness me, that's a big number, isn't it? 98. Said Mr. Strong. "I fear you may be right, but I think I have an idea. Do you mind if I borrow your barn?" Oh, can we guess what he's going to do? Going to borrow his barn. He's definitely been eating his vegetables, hasn't he? Look how strong he is with those sheep. One in each hand. Farmer Fields smiled. And you are probably smiling if you have read the other story about Mr. Strong. But for those of you who have not read that story, I'll tell you what he did. Oh, Mr. Farmer Fields looks like he knows. He picked up the barn. That's right, a whole barn, and carried it across to the sheep. Goodness me, he's strong. Did you guess that? Did you know that he was going to do that? Then he lifted all the sheep into the barn. counting them carefully as he did so as not to leave any behind. And then he picked up the barn with all 98 sheep inside and waded back to Farmer Fields. Oh, they're looking a lot happier now, aren't they? "Oh, thank you," said Farmer Fields, once all his sheep were safely in the field at the top of the hill. "Barns are very handy things to have lying around," chuckled Mr. Strong, and he went home. Oh, isn't that nice? That evening, Mr. Strong ate an enormous plate full of fried eggs, and he went to bed early. No vegetables, but he does like his eggs. He's going to need an early night, isn't he, after all that work? And he fell asleep. Didn't you see what I did there? Very funny, very funny. Now I wonder, are you all feeling strong at home? Maybe you're feeling strong with your muscles. Maybe you've been doing lots of exercise. Maybe you're feeling strong in your mind. Maybe you've been doing lots of things that keep you happy and keep you feeling nice and good and positive. Maybe, like Mr. Strong, you've been helping out other people and that's made you feel nice and strong and happy. Well, I hope you're all well. I've really enjoyed that story and I will see you soon.